Hi, Winnie. Hey, Max. Hey, Trish. Thank you for sharing the live. Happy Wednesday. Hi, Courtney. Hi, Rachel. Hi, Dragon Lady. Well, let me share to some of my mods who I don't see on yet. Where's Donna? Donna. Okay. I am feeling better. Last night, my eye was not good, and I ended up getting this massive, massive headache. And I don't know if it was like the eye drops were making my eye burn so bad, and then it just like everything just kind of took over. I went to bed at like 10:30, 11 o'clock last night, which is super early for me. I had like an ice pack on my head. I was just, nothing was helping. Hey, Prep, namaste. Hey, Becca. So there was like, I was planning all day on going live last night, and like an hour before I went to go live, I was just like, there's no way I'm going to be able to. So I was just like, hopefully tomorrow will be better. So it's funny, my eye looks so good on here, but like without filters and stuff on TikTok, it's so like this corner is so swollen and irritated. Hey, Jim. I am feeling better. My eye still hurts when I blink, but the eye drops are starting to kick in. Tattooed writer, yes. So for those of you who don't know, I had to go to the eye doctor on Monday, and I found out I have acute conjunctivitis and a papillary infection, which is like in your eyelids. So my in-laws were having a pool put in over the last like month and a half, and they had to have a retaining wall put in. And on Friday, the guys were building the retaining wall, and they were mixing like the bags of concrete or mortar to like stack the rocks. And some of it, when they were trying to sweep up after it, blew into my eye. And Friday it was okay. Saturday it started to hurt. Sunday it was really bad. Like it felt like every time I blinked it was like sandpaper. So she said my body had an immune response within my eyelids, and I broke out, like my inner eyelids look like they have like little pimples in them from all the debris. So when I blink, it feels like sandpaper. It's very uncomfortable. Okay, guys. Thank you. I am doing better. So I'm on some super strong eye drops in the meantime. So thankfully it did not affect my eye. I thought my eye was scratched because it hurt so bad. It's just my eyelids. So it will be better soon. On a side note, I got some new crystals in. I actually got them in last night, and I opened them last night expecting to go live, and then that didn't happen. So hi, Michael. Thank you, Next Plateau. So I will show you guys. I did unbox them. I already cleansed them. Yeah, there's nothing cute about this. Looks like I have pimples in my eye. Yes, no crystals in the eye. So when I told the doctor, she goes, "You have rocks in your eyes." And I was like, huh? And I thought she meant like I had actual rocks in my eyes. She goes, "No, that's what we call the papillary infection. It feels like little rocks in your eyes." I said, "Oh, that makes sense." So we joked the other night that I enjoy crystals so much I formed my own. So if you saw my video earlier today, this was one of the new crystals. I think it's called Ibis or Abyss Jasper. So this one's really pretty. And I got these from Sage Crystals. I kept thinking it was Sage Goddess, but it's not Sage Goddess. It is Sage Crystals. Definitely no monkeypox. So this is one of them. This is pink amazonite. The color looks awful on here. It's much pinker in person. It's very dull. Yes, so it is named after the colors of the bird. We got blue apatite, palm stone, Then we have a blue amazonite. I left my list downstairs. I can't remember. I think this is Ruby Albite or Albite, I think it was called. Ugh, the reflection's so bad. Sorry. Then I think this one is Rubellite. I'm trying to show where you don't see like the crazy reflections. And then I think this one is Ruby Fuchsite. I don't know, there were 3 that had rubies. So I like the colors on this one. And then I got, those are the palm stones. I did 2 black kyanite blades. I figured those would be good for some pulling and plucking. I did 2 of those. And then I did a blue kyanite wand. Where'd your comment go? I don't know where'd your comment go. I saw the Abyss Bird one. Yeah, so those are the new crystals. There were, right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, and she sent me a little rose quartz tumble. I'm assuming this is. I don't know what this is. I don't know if it's it looks like clear quartz, but I don't know if it's like a specific type of clear quartz. It's hard to tell with the camera. So if you used a blocked word, then it might have automatically not shown it. Need some peridot. The only time, I wasn't sure if it was Lemurian quartz. I know it's a quartz, but I can't tell which kind. The only time I see peridot is when it's mixed with like prehnite and stuff like that. I never see it by itself. So those were the crystals. And I will say, like, I definitely think the crystals were good value. They're pretty equivalent to Loving Thyself Rocks prices, maybe a little cheaper than theirs, but it did take me like a week and a half to get them in the mail, whereas with Loving Thyself Rocks, because I'm so close to them, I usually get theirs in like a day or 2. Okay. Live tonight, I'll probably be on for at least an hour. But I wanted to show you guys some of the new crystals. I'm going to leave the black kyanite out. Those crystals were from Sage Crystals. Actually, do I have the paper here? I know it's reversed, but Sage Crystals, that's the logo. So it's sagecrystals.com. This wasn't on Etsy. This was their own website. I think they have a TikTok and an Instagram. I want to say I maybe saw them live on one of them before, but this was their own website, and they have it super organized. You can go by shape, you can go by crystal, you can go by chakra, so it's very organized as to what you're looking for. So if you want like to do only solar plexus crystals, you can go to solar plexus and it will pull up every crystal that goes to that. So I definitely liked how organized it was. Yes, and they were very well packaged. They were all individually bubble wrapped. So I would compare them to Loving Thyself Rocks. They were pretty equivalent. And to everyone who's renewing their subscriptions, thank you so much. I see the notes popping up in there. All right, I'm going to pull. I'm going to do this one. Sage Crystals is who it was from. I'm going to look up because some of these I bought intuitively, so I don't even know what they're for. Let's see this one. Oops, I can't spell. Okay, so Ruby Fuchsite. I want to use that one because I've been like drawn to that one forever. Okay. I'm trying to see what properties it has. So healing properties helps with sleep problems. That's good for at night. Helps with courage, selflessness, vigor, and passion. Teaches you to not act on impulse. Let the story unfold so you can be sure of your feelings. I like that. Stimulates intuition. It's a powerful crystal for psychic work and helps with heart, third, and crown chakra. So let's use that. Pink amazonite is the other one I've been like all over today. So let's look that one up. Namaste. All right, pink amazonite. I don't want pictures. I want meanings. Hi, Paige. Hi, Donna. The ruby and fuchsite is the one I just explained. All right, so pink amazonite, and this one's much pinker in person. It looks very dull on camera. Helps physical ailments, emotional issues, and energy healing and chakra balancing. Primarily helps filter out stress, heal trauma, and soothes energies in home and the workplace. So that's a good one. Glasses, case, pants, touch, mirror. Oh, those are good 3. All right, one more. Let's look up this one. You tested positive? No. I hope you recover quickly and easily. Okay, so I don't know if I'm saying this one right, but it's ruby and albite. Albite. I think it's albite. Helps treat disorders of the eye. Oh, see? I knew there was a reason I picked it. Eye, spleen, adrenal glands, blood circulation, and reproductive organs. It is also thought to help with walking or movement disorders. It encourages us to flow with situations and relationships. So this one seems like it would be a good one for those of us who are sick. And then I'm going to use the black kyanite for some pulling. Black kyanite. Ooh, good. It's a good one for pulling and plucking. Ooh, and cord cutting. Helps to remove unwanted energies, cut bonds, release attached entities, and perform psychic surgery. Can be used to alleviate pain from fibromyalgia or other muscle injuries and diseases. Can also help heal connective tissue. So that's a strong one. All right, so the first one was the ruby and fuchsite. The second one was the pink amazonite. Again, it's not showing very pink on here. The third one was the ruby in albite, A-L-B-I-T-E. Next is the black kyanite blades. And then if we have time, I'll do the blue kyanite wand. All right, let me move the other ones out of the way. There we go. All right, make sure you have water or tea, something to hydrate with. There's something in my tea. I don't know what that was. A little leaf. Okay, now that we've seen the crystals, I'm going to turn the light off so it's not so bright. Okay, let me move these over quickly. Hi, Zia. I'm going to start with the black kyanite. But first, we gotta do selenite cleanse. All right, so if you would like to receive tonight's healing and you have not consented yet, make sure you go ahead and do so by typing into the comments, think it to yourself, or say it out loud, whatever you are most comfortable with. Make sure you have water or tea, something to hydrate. Thank you so much for 23 shares already. I personally am okay if you would like to consent on behalf of children and pets. I do ask adults to consent for themselves. If there's a chance you are going to fall asleep, thank you, Jan. If there's a chance you're going to fall asleep or might fall asleep, make sure all of your electronic devices are plugged in and charging, alarms are set, and any nighttime medication or vitamins are taken. Hi, Bree. We got some new crystals we're using tonight. There must be some kind of filter on, because every time I put the selenite one in front of my face, it says no face detected. It's never done that before. Yes, thank you for that reminder too. Make sure that you lie on your side so you do not drop your phone on your face, and become a member of our Phone to Face Club. It could be Metatron. Making all these electronics go glitchy. Hi, Sophie. Tomorrow night's live, I'm going to try to do the subscriber live and finish up everyone that was on the list. Thank you, Jenny. Thank you, Bahama. Remember the phone falling on face, yes. I am a multiple time member, unfortunately. We are just starting, yes. Thank you, Bahama. No, to do a match. Thank you, Sophie. Okay. All right, let's take a minute to hydrate and stretch, and then we'll go ahead and get started. Thank you. Yeah, I brought tea and water tonight because I'm pretty thirsty. I love that mug. Oh, Jim, I hope it helps him. Hi, Gwen. Oh, I hope it helps. All right, we are going to start with the black kyanite and do some pulling and plucking with that. And then we're going to move on to ruby and fuchsite, pink amazonite, ruby and albite, I don't know. And then if there's time, I'll do the blue kyanite wand. Yeah, the last 2 weeks have been very touch and go for me energetically. Someone, who was I talking to? If anyone follows Evie on here, I was messaging her, and they were saying that people have been comparing the last week or two to Alice in Wonderland. Like everything feels like it's been like flipped upside down or reversed. So it's very, very crazy energy. Yeah, it's been like touch and go exhausting. Yeah, full moon energy for sure. Okay. Yeah, that, what was it, like 2 months ago? I feel like it's yesterday and like 3 months ago at the same time. I think it's 2 months ago when we had the lunar eclipse and then there was like the retrograde. Ever since then, it has been chaotic energy. I feel like every week we're like, this week was different. And then next week we're like, but this week was different. It's like, it's so back and forth. There's no, it never levels out. Tomorrow's a super moon. No wonder why. I could tell it was almost full, but I didn't realize it was a super moon. Ay, ay, ay. I just want like, just a couple days of just nothing. just a little, you know, relaxation. Yeah, Leo energy. We went from Cancer and being like crazy emotional to like main character center stage energy. It's like whiplash for me. Yeah, then CERN, Lionsgate. Oh. There's some kind of activity they named Kevin or something. What? I'm gonna have to look into that more. It's the last super moon of the year. Sturgeon rin. Oh. I know my daughter's birthday party is this weekend. My husband's birthday is this weekend. And then the first day of school. And my anxiety is like, it's almost maxed out. It's like between that and everything else. Between my eye and then last week with the like depleted energy and that crazy panic slash depersonalization on the live was, I'm like all over the place. All right. Let's start with the black kyanite. We'll do some plucking and pulling. My daughter's actually a Cancer. She's early July, but we pushed back her birthday party for a reason. So her birthday party is on my husband's birthday. So 2 water signs and a fire sign. All right, black kyanite. I haven't used this one yet, so I kind of want to feel it out. What happens on the live? Saturday night, I did the live, and I was swimming all day, so I took my bracelets off. And I had no protection. And I mean, I used the selenite stuff on myself afterwards, but I always use my bracelets for protection, like on me. And as soon as I started with the comments off, I felt like this tickle like down my arm, like someone like went down my arm. And as soon as I channeled into the energy, it was like I felt like I was instantly having a panic attack. And I look at myself on camera a lot to make sure like I'm in screen. And I was looking at myself, and it did not feel like I was looking at myself. Like I knew it was me, but I did not feel like it was me on the camera, which is what depersonalization is. It's a form of dissociation that usually happens with really high anxiety. So someone on the live, I must have just had no protection for myself at that point, and I was just feeling everything so intensely. I almost turned the comments back on to ask who it was, because it was rough. It took me like 10-15 minutes to really come down from it. And when I post the live on the tube of you, you'll see like I keep looking back and forth between my 2 eyes because I almost don't even recognize myself. I've only ever had that happen. The light is from my it's from my thing. I have the stars on, and the stars, they shift a little different. There you go. So it was just, it is pretty crazy. But like I was shaking so bad because I felt the anxiety so much. And I was like, I was sitting there for a second. I was like, this isn't mine, because I was totally fine up until like 5 seconds ago. It's still a good live. Like I ended up being okay. But it was just, it was pretty intense. And as someone who's clairsentient, that was like, I was like, if you guys ever see me without my bracelets, please let me know. I will run downstairs and grab them. But I realized it way too late. But I just kept like looking back and forth between my eyes, because I was like, this doesn't look like, this isn't me. Like, it was so crazy. It doesn't matter who it was or wasn't. It is what it is. Because I had a couple people on saying like, oh, that could have been me, that could have been me. Sorry, I'm here. And it's like, I never want anyone to ever feel like they shouldn't be on a live if they're having a bad day, because I would much rather you come onto the live so I can help heal and alleviate whatever you're going through than you not come on thinking that you're going to cause a problem or something. I haven't uploaded anything to the two of you lately because TikTok is not letting me download my live replays right now. Thank you, Victoria. Yeah, it's pretty intense. Hi, Abby. Thank you, Lori. Thank you, Gingy. I got this one piece of hair. Gone all crazy. Good morning, Ellen. Riley, thank you for sharing the live. Make sure you relax your brow bone, unclench your jaw, take your tongue off the top, the roof of your mouth, relax your shoulders. Good, Stephanie, I'm glad. You're very welcome. I've been clenching so bad the last 2 days. I have to keep reminding myself too. I am just as guilty. Yay, I like your dresses. That's awesome. When you have your panic attacks, do you get dizzy? Sometimes, yes. When I get really, so I have what I call anxiety attacks and panic attacks. And for me, they're very different. Anxiety attacks, I can feel the anxiety build up sometimes over days or weeks. And I know that it's going to get to a point where I'm going to have that attack. Panic attacks completely blindside me. I feel fine. I feel normal. Typically when I'm alone is when I have them, because I think there's always that like thought in the back of my mind that if something happens, I don't have anyone with me to help. And when I have those, I start to black out my ears. I sound like I'm underwater. My whole body starts to go limp. Like my legs feel like they weigh 1,000 pounds. And I really struggle. I get very dizzy, almost to the point where I feel like I'm going to black out. Thankfully, I have not had one of those in a very long time. The anxiety is still there, but I can control it a lot better. Yes, I've had it happen when I'm driving too. That's part of the reason why my doctor prescribed Xanax for me, was because when I was commuting a lot for work and driving a lot, I was so like nervous every time I would drive. But I've been in and out of the emergency room so many times for panic attacks. And the problem is, like, once you have an anxiety attack and you go to the emergency room, they assume it's always anxiety. And I will literally tell the doctors, like, it's probably anxiety, but until you run all the tests and I know for sure everything's fine, I'm not going to stop. I had a good chunk of time where I was agoraphobic because I did not want to leave the house. So I've been going, for those of you who are newer here, I've been going to a therapist for the last 6 years, and helping me kind of retrain my brain with anxiety. One of the things that's helped me a lot is that I always thought of anxiety as something being wrong with me. And I had heard someone, I think it was on here when I first joined TikTok, explain anxiety as your body thinks you're so amazing and so worthwhile that it's not willing to risk anything happening to you. And when you start thinking of it that way, instead of like, oh, there's something wrong with me, like that alone, just that thought process made my anxiety attacks way better, because I could talk to myself and tell myself, like, thank you for trying to protect me, but I'm okay right now. Yeah, I've blacked out before. It's definitely not good. For the last month, has it been a month? I want to say it's probably been a month or a month and a half. Thank you, Carl. Yes, pets can feel Reiki if you consent for them. One of the companies that I've been working with is called Comigo. I have their link in my bio if you want to check them out. They have a non-medicated breathing device that you can use. It has like smart breathing technology, so it learns your breathing rhythms so that when you are in really stressful or high anxiety situations, you can use it to regulate your breathing to bring it back to normal. And I've been using that for the last month. I told them I wanted to use it for at least a few weeks before I reviewed it. And I do really like that. I have it with me in my purse every day. So if I feel like I'm starting to get like a peak of anxiety, I use that for a couple minutes and it helps. Yeah, so a lot of my anxiety, yes, cognitive therapy. A lot of my anxiety comes from like the unknown and the fear of the future and stuff like that. So one of the things that my therapist works on with me is I have what she likes to call ants, which are automatic negative thoughts. So I always think like, well, what if this happens or what if that happens? I like to try and predict the future. So anytime I start to think of something negative, I have to have 3 buts that are positive. So it's like, well, what if I go to the store and I have a panic attack? Well, what if I don't have a panic attack? But what if I go in and I'm actually okay? But what if I go in, I get everything done that I need and I make it back to my car in one piece? So it's like every time I have a negative thought, I have to have 3 positives that counteract it. And I get so used to it now that once I start to get like a negative thought, I automatically stop myself. I catch it. All right, let's take a minute and hydrate, stretch if you need to. Yeah. Yeah, so I'm so used to like catching my triggers now, and that's the other thing, like there are times in my life where I used to be like so like down on myself, and you really have to like, that's part of my shadow work, is going to those times where I was like in a really bad place or really disappointed in myself, and learning to love myself in those moments so that I can kind of heal and move on. There's so many people who deal with anxiety, and that's part of the reason why I talk so openly about it on here, because when I was growing up, nobody talked about it. It was such like a taboo thing to even think about or discuss. And that was a lot of my fear, was like, if I'm in a store of 1,000 people, like people, every one of those 1,000 people is going to judge me. And now I sit there and I walk in that store, I'm like, half these people probably haven't too. Thank you, Shell. Yeah, but seriously, therapy, like I tried different medications and like they would help for a little bit here and there, but after a while I had bad reactions to them. So Yeah. Yes, so many people have anxiety, and I hate that so many people have anxiety, but at the same time, it's comforting to know that, like, if I go into a grocery store and I have a panic attack, there's a handful of people there who are going to know exactly what I'm going through. Yes, the empath triggers, those are tough. Took a med that made my brain itch. Yeah, I took one where I felt like a zombie. It was awful. Should have talked to him or something. I want to leave the house. And that's the thing, like when I have really bad panic attacks, I need to be by myself for a little while. I need that time to just like come back down and decompress and just like settle back in and ground myself again, because if I like try to go back out too quickly, it's like your adrenaline's still so high. I forget what medication I was on. It began with the C. Select Pro, Select, I don't remember. I did that, and then I did Wellbutrin for a couple months, but it made me super shaky, so I had to stop that. I did feel better while I was on Wellbutrin, but after like a month and a half, I felt like I was like this all the time, and I had to stop. So like my personal, like my biggest thing right now is I hate going grocery shopping by myself, because the few times I've had severe panic attacks have been when I've been by myself grocery shopping. So I literally have to sit in my car in the parking lot before I go into the store, and I have to tell myself that I deserve the opportunity to go grocery shopping. And I have to kind of like hype myself up in a good way. And there are times where sometimes I call my husband and I talk to him on the phone as a distraction while I'm walking up and down the aisles. If you have ear pods and you can put ear pods in and listen to music while you do it, like, there's so many things I do just to kind of like keep my mind, like keep those intrusive thoughts out. Yeah, it's overstimulating. Yeah. Yeah, grocery stores right now are probably my biggest trigger. So like for me, I'm going to do the ruby and fuchsite next. For me, like I'll make a list. Like my grocery store just rearranged all their aisles, and I almost went nuts because I know like from end to end what every aisle has, so I know exactly where to go so I can get in and get out. And when I walked in and everything was like ass backwards, I was like, oh my God, I'm gonna die here. This is it. I was like, they're gonna just find me lying in aisle 4. I know where the bathroom is in every store, so that if I have to like escape quickly, I have a place where I can go. So it's just like I've been through it all. I get it. So yeah, I do online shopping when I can, but there's some stores here where I need to go in and get stuff. But like even if I take Rosalie with me, like Rosalie, she's a distraction for me, because in my mind I can't have a panic attack while I'm with her because she's a child and she needs an adult with her. So it's like just having her with me is enough to make me not have something. So you gotta do what you gotta do. All right, we're gonna do ruby and fuchsite next. Yeah, autistic on top of that, I can imagine. Ooh, this one's making my hand very tingly. I was in Walmart once and I had to walk to the back aisle to get one thing, and my panic attack started kicking in so bad. Thank God I was near a freezer, and I grabbed something out of the freezer and I slapped it on my wrist, and it brought me back long enough to like get to the back aisle. But then I felt the panic attack coming back on again, and I was like, nope. And I felt so guilty because I left the frozen thing like out in the middle of the aisle. I was like, I'm sorry, Walmart, but I gotta make it out of here. Yes, I keep like my ice water with me as much as I can. And I'll kind of like force the cold like up into my gums, so it kind of makes my teeth tingle just to kind of get that sensation back. Hi, Eva Marie. I've heard people say the warheads because it's so sour that it kind of like stimulates your senses. Yes, I've had other people tell me they keep salt packets with them, but if you have like high blood pressure, don't do that. Your first in-person session. I really try to avoid watching the news as much as possible because I can't handle it. Like clairsentient empath, like that alone, I can't. My husband watches it a lot though, so I always hear from him. I'm like, don't tell me. I don't want to know. Don't talk to me. Yeah, I don't use Facebook that much at all. I very rarely go on. Hi, Jay. Like my husband's a big like he loves learning about history and stuff like that, and I know of history, but I don't watch movies that are based on like true stories like war movies and stuff like that because it's way too emotional for me. This one's making me like very tingly. Yeah, I try to avoid them when I can. So the link is still in my bio. For some reason, a lot of people are not having issues seeing the link on TikTok. If it's not showing in my bio for you on TikTok, it is still on my Gram of Insta link. So you might have to go there to book. But when I have it listed there, it's just not showing up for a lot of people, unfortunately. And I can tell it's not because booking sessions has slowed down. This is Ruby Infusiate. Yes, tears are cleansing. Tears, emotional releases are completely normal. No, Gwen, it's not just you. It's a TikTok thing. TikTok be TikToking. Ooh, love smoky citrine. Yes, Eva Marie, I'm looking forward to it. Had a phone update, can see the links again. Yeah, it was like this whole, it's a TikTok thing. I've had so many people be like, where'd your link go? I'm like, it's there, it's just TikTok. Smoky citrine is more rare, yes. Well, that was nice of them, Jay. Thank you by Disney. This one, hold on, I gotta pull it back up again. This is one of the ones I intuitively bought, so ruby and fuchsiate. Let me pull it back up. Hold on. Stimulates intuition, converts negative energy into positive energy, and it helps with heart, third eye, and crown. Helps detoxify, protection, and communication. Hi, Pete. Love you too, Marie. Thank you. Okay, let's take a minute, hydrate and stretch. That is ruby and fuchsiate. So it's two, it's a mix. Thank you, everyone, for typing it out. Next will be the pink amazonite. Yes, Trish, yesterday was your birthday, right? Happy belated birthday. Sorry we didn't go live last night for you. Ow. Ooh, my jaw just popped, but on the wrong side. Yeah, that was a strong one. That was stronger than I thought it was going to be in a different way. Am I live every day? So Friday and Saturday nights at 10:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time are my main lives. Throughout the week, I try to go live as often as I can, somewhere between 10 and 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, but they're not always guaranteed. I will say this Friday and Saturday, I don't know if I'm going to be going live because I have my daughter's birthday party on Saturday, and it's also my husband's birthday. So depending on how much I get done, I might be live on Friday. The chances of me being live on Saturday are pretty slim. I'm probably going to be exhausted. So I'm trying to go often this week. All right, the pink Amazonite. I went over these at the beginning, but I honestly don't remember all of them because most of these were intuitive purchases. So pink Amazonite helps with physical ailments, emotional issues, and energy healing, chakra balancing. Primarily helps to filter out stress, heal trauma, and soothes energies at home and in the workplace. Okay, pink Amazonite. This one feels cool. Lots of tingles though. The ruby felt very hot and warm to me. This one feels more gentle, but still strong. I didn't even realize Amazonite came in different colors. I've only ever seen the blue. So when I saw it came in pink, I was like, well, we're going to get that. It's very pretty. I wish you could see like how pink it really is, even when the light was on. It's like a ballet slipper pink. It's the best way I can think. It looks so like dull on here. I might buy another one of these and keep it on my desk at work. That's lacing. Ooh, rough Amazonite. That's awesome. Yeah, the green and the blue is like the one I've always seen. It hurts something in your ears. I get that sometimes too. Crown and third eye. So as long as you consent to receive, you will receive the Reiki energy. Some people feel it physically, some people don't. That doesn't mean it's not working. It could be working on more of like a mental or emotional level. I did some energy healing videos and a lot of people said they actually felt wind. So because you're not attuned to Reiki, Jay, if you're doing energy healing, you're using your energy. So you have to be careful because you will get very like exhausted or fatigue depleted because you're sending your personal energy. Whereas with Reiki, like I'm channeling the energy. So I'm not using my energy to send. So just be careful that you don't do too much too quick because you don't want to deplete yourself. And definitely make sure you set up protection and stuff. If you want to get attuned to Reiki, let me know because I'm going to be having my level 1 course up. I'm hoping within the next couple weeks, which will help you learn Reiki, but you won't be able to do distance yet. I will be teaching all levels, yes. So with level 1, you can do Reiki on yourself. You can do Reiki on people, pets, and things in person. You just won't be able to do distance yet. That's what level 2 is. Level 2 is a distance. And then level 3 is master. Thank you. Yeah, I'm hoping to have the level 1 completed within the next week or 2. My goal is the end of August for level 1. And then level 2 and 3 will be a lot easier because the level 1 is the one that has the most information. Clairsentient is clear feeling. That's what I am. Well, that's my strongest clair. Everyone has all the clairs. It's just dependent on how strong each of them are. Thank you. I might make a post and put it on here to see which people are interested in the class. So this course will be the traditional Usui Reiki. There will be level 1, 2, and 3. And then if you follow Ashley on here, Beautifully Awakened, she attuned me to Sakim Reiki and Violet Flame Reiki. So I will be offering those as like additional attunements as well. So the course is going to be self-paced. I kind of like asked people on here a few lives ago, I think it was a couple weeks ago, what they would prefer. And so many people wouldn't be able to do Zoom classes because like your schedules are so all over the place. So I'm doing it as a self-paced course. So you can honestly do it in a day or two if you really wanted to. You could take your time and do it over a couple of weeks. Once you're done with the course, you reach out to me and we will schedule a 1 to 2 hour Zoom session where we can go over any questions you have. I will go through the attunement. I will give you some Reiki too if you want while we're on. So this way you have 2 hours of one-on-one time with me, and you can go through the course at your own pace. I'm incorporating everything from my level 1 course plus things I've learned over the last 18 years. So it's going to incorporate the traditional aspects of it and some of the more newer, more modern features as well. Ashley's handle is Beautifully Awakened. She was on here earlier. I don't know if she's still on. If someone can put her at there, please. I'm actually doing a dual live with her. It's in my events. I'm not sure on the price yet for the course. I'm trying to see how much more I have to add. I want to say I'm like at least halfway to 2/3 done with it. Thank you. Good night, Eva Marie. All right, let's take a minute and hydrate and stretch. Oh, excuse me, hiccups. Oh, that one hurt. I went to the dentist today too. I had my cleaning. Rosalie had her cleaning. We had a different hygienist this time because the one we've had the last 2 times we were not very happy with. So we got a new hygienist, and she was super awesome and super amazing. And Rosalie sat through the whole thing, didn't flinch, didn't cry, nothing, even let them do x-rays. And then she let the dentist come over and check her mouth. So I was super pumped for that. Okay, the next crystal, also a new one, is Ruby in, I think it's Albite. Albite sounds weird, so I think it's Albite. Which helps treat disorders of the eye, which I need, spleen, adrenal glands, blood circulation, and reproductive organs. It is also thought to help with walking or movement disorders, and encourages us to flow with situations and relationships. Hold on, there's also something here from Sage Crystals, which is where I bought it. Yeah, that's a huge win on parent level, because the last 2 or 3 times, when she was little, I took her to the dentist, and she loved it. And then when she was like 5 and 6, the lady we had was just not, she wasn't bad, but she wasn't just good with kids. Thank you so much, Caffeinated, for the galaxy. I love it because it always matches my background. But yeah, the last like 2 or 3 times we went there, she was just not having it. So today was a good day. Okay, so Sage Crystals is the company I bought these from, and they actually have things on all of them. So it says that it is an excellent stone for memory, knowledge, insight, intuition, and enhancing psych abilities as it stimulates the brain and the mind. It is also a powerful root chakra stone, activates and energizes emotional, physical, mental, and spiritual entities, enhances passion, and helps pursue difficult goals and aspirations with determination and fortitude. Whew, that was a mouthful, I'm out of breath. It is a ruby albite palm stone. So ruby and then ALBITE. So again, this was from Sage Crystals. Yeah, so right now I have my, which you can't see on this camera, my acute conjunctivitis and papillary gland infection in my left eyelid. Okay, one more sip of tea. I'm trying not to touch my eye, but every time I blink, I feel it. Okay. This one's definitely warmer. I might start sweating with this one. Holy moly. Warm again, yeah. Affirmation error. Yeah, lower back could be like root sacral area. I'm actually feeling it in my face. Ooh. Crystals for dealing with nonsense. Bronzite is a return to sender crystal. We also just used the pink amazonite, and that one said it was really good for workplace. Only your right arm and shoulder, that's where it needs to go. Thank you, Victoria. I know. I said I'm going to buy another one just to keep for work. I'm going to place another order with them because I only ordered, I think I ordered, what was it, 5 or 6? Thank you, Molly. I ordered a few just to kind of see how they were before I placed a big order with them. And I always kind of do that with the new places, but I'm definitely very happy with them. I don't know if Monk and Moon is back yet, but this is the only place I've seen that has the pink amazonite. Is it freezing? I feel like we made it so far tonight without it. Why do you need to? I know. Just once, okay. New moon. I'll look at them too. Y'all are releasing tonight. My left hand is like super tingles. Thank you, Molly. I have neighbors who are from Maryland and they've been saying they've been getting a lot of storms. I am like so setting and manifesting for the universe that Saturday is nice weather here because I don't want to have to cancel Rosalie's party and reschedule it. Thank you. We're doing a pool party. Her birthday was actually the beginning of July, and my in-laws live next to us. Their pool was supposed to be done in time for her birthday, but with everything going on in the world, it got delayed a month. So she was very set on having a pool party with their pool, so we kept pushing back her party. So I need it to be nice outside because otherwise I'm going to have to reschedule so they can go swimming. I know, I'm excited for her. This is her first birthday party where she's actually having friends over because her last 2 birthdays, 2.5, were during COVID. And before that, she was in like not even in kindergarten, so she didn't really know anybody. So she's very excited. This is her first birthday party where she's having friends attend. So they have their pool, and then I rented one of those like big inflatable water slides. So it'll be fun for all of us. Yes, the tickets. That just made me think of the live where she put the ticket emoji in the Telegram chat. Thank you. Yeah, so because we pushed our party back a while, it's actually on my husband's birthday. So it'll be a little party for him too. I probably won't post anything on here. If I do, I'll probably post like a picture, something on the Instagram stories. Oh, this is making me super hot right now. All right, let's take a minute and hydrate. Water spout came on land. I've seen a water spout here before. It was crazy. Luckily, it died off pretty quickly after it hit land, but those are definitely not fun. I've seen them along the beach on like videos. Oh, sorry. That was the Ruby and Albite. 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 One of those. I'm going to look up how you say it afterwards. Tornadoes are the worst. Albite. Okay. I figured it was Albite just because of how it's spelled, but I feel like I always say them wrong. Oh, I get sleepy. Ah. Going to Disney 3 days in the Middle Beach. Ooh, that's exciting. Yeah, they are scary. That's like the worst part of a hurricane to me is the tornadoes. Okay. I think I'm going to have to skip the kyanite wand because it is getting later than I thought, and I do have to work in the morning. So let's do our last selenite. Oh, sorry. Here they come. See, I don't think I could handle earthquakes. Isabel, hello. You're in an F5? That is a hard pass. No, thank you. I feel like my neck needs to crack, but it won't. Anything 5 and under doesn't bother you. Anything 1 and up would bother me. When I lived in Rhode Island, we had a little mini earthquake, and I thought my cat was under the bed shaking the bed at the time. And then my husband was like, she's downstairs. And I was like, then why is the bed shaking? And I thought the apartment we were in was haunted. And then we found out the next day was a little earthquake. I was like, nope. No, thank you. That was your cat too, yeah. I was like, this is the only explanation. Earthquakes happen, no stress. Yeah, when the earth starts moving underneath you, there's going to involve a lot of stress. Nancy, I'm so sorry. I haven't checked my email the last few days. I will look as soon as I hop off the live. Your numbers went close to where they were 2 weeks ago. Not great. Better. Better is good. We will always take improvements. I don't know if someone has left ear pain, but my left ear just started to really hurt. Thank you, Gwen. It doesn't feel like upper jaw. It's definitely in my ear. You're welcome, Gwen. I'm glad we can help Rocky sleep. I'm sorry you're having major anxiety. So if you consented to receive, this should help, but we are on the last selenite cleanse. I also have YouTube, which is the same name as here, where I always put all my lives. You can go back and rewatch them. There's ones on there that are for stress and anxiety. Or I have a mental health, like an emotional playlist on here too, that is really good for stress and anxiety relief. Could be double ear infection. It doesn't feel like itchy, it's like a deep pain. He was bouncing off the walls. Who's your sister? Your jaw's been cracking. My jaw's been so bad the last couple days. Oh, Victoria, thank you for inviting your sister. I do have a Reiki for Pets playlist, but there's only a few videos on there. Technically, any of the videos you watch, you can consent for on behalf of your pet. But if you want one specifically for pets, there is a playlist for pets. And I think there's 1 or 2 videos for cats and 1 or 2 videos for dogs. But again, just like the lives, like you can consent on their behalf, you could do the same for any of the videos. I should do more for pets. I'm also going to add like little mini sessions for them in my bio too. You're welcome, Shelly. Yes, Gwen, please put it in the August video request, the pinned post. I'm trying to go through there and do the ones that I haven't done yet. You're welcome. All right, let's hydrate and stretch one more time. I just got itch on my shoulder too. My sunburn's starting to get itchy. Yeah, that's a great idea, Gwen. Thank you. Yeah, Ziva goes at her paws all the time, and it's an allergy thing. You're very welcome. Ooh, sorry. Ooh, good job, Pop. Trish, for Chloe, any of like the heart chakra or heart crystals, you can consent on her behalf for those healings. All right, guys, it is 12:12 in the morning for me. I have a meeting tomorrow. Wah, wah. Thank you so much for 47 shares and 50,000 eye pokes and nose boops. To everyone who sent gifts, thank you so much. They greatly appreciate it. And to everyone who joined or renewed their subscription, thank you so much. Tomorrow night, fingers crossed, my eye and everything stays on the right track to getting better and everything is good. Tomorrow night will be a subscriber live, which means that anyone can watch, so you can still consent to receive the healing, but only subscribers have the ability to talk in the chat. So with those, they are the mini one-on-one sessions. It's about 5 minutes each. I already have a list, so I'm going to try to finish everyone on the list that's there tomorrow night if you are on. It will probably be somewhere around the 10 to 10:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Like usual, if you are in the Telegram chat, I will post on there when I'm about to hop on as well. And then moving forward, we're going to start a new little perk for the subscribers. So thank you very much. I got debris in my eye on the weekend, and it turned into acute conjunctivitis and a papillary infection. So my eyeball is fine, but my eyelids are severely infected. So that's why it looks normal on camera, but in person, they're very gross. So yes, if you would like to subscribe and you have not done yet, as long as you are following me, somewhere up here is a little gold star that allows you to subscribe and receive the extra perks. But we will be doing that tomorrow night. Thank you to my moderators, as always, for keeping it a very safe, positive, and peaceful place. And if you are not already following me on the gram of Insta, it is the same name as here. We go live on there sometimes too, and we have a little more flexibility with what we can do, like cord cutting with my scissors, because they won't kick me off like TikTok does. So follow over there or subscribe to the Tube of You, and you can rewatch any of the lives. Thank you so much. I know, I hope to feel better soon. All right, guys, I love you. Have a great night, and I will see you tomorrow night. Bye.